Hello everyone. Let's take a look at what we have today. We have the TS12 from Wurkkos, and we're going to look at it. We're going to review it, and we're going to play with it, of course. This came to us thanks to Wurkkos for review. Here's what we are looking at, and believe you me, it is going to get put to the test. Very nice box, and it promises to be a competitor with all of the small throwers on the market today. So here we go. All right. Here we go. How many of these do you have? Put in the comments how many of these you have. I have so dang many of these. It's really, really crazy. Look at this little guy. Look at that tiny LED. Look at this. Look at this little guy. Teeny tiny thing. Give you an idea. Here's a bottle of water. A bottle of water is freaking enormous compared to this thing. So we're talking about very small little thrower. 900 milliwatt amp, 14500. This is a 14500 light, so you're going to have to watch the capacity. All right. This is the first time I turned it on. Look at that. Man, that is a nice, nice hotspot. All right, now we're in turbo. 1050 lumens, 430 some odd meters of throw, 30 some even meters of throw. Hold it down. Just playing with the clicky. You know, I really can't get over how nice it is to have this on the box, so I don't have to go looking through the little instructions. You have a low of 10.5 hours at 10 lumens, 2.5 hours at 120 lumens, 400 lumens for an hour, and then 0.75. So the better part of an hour on turbo, which of course it steps down very quickly, but you get 46,575 candela, which is dang good, especially for a light of this size. Again, cute little LED. This thing is a bomb, man. This thing is something else. USB charging. Remember, I'm tapping it to test it because I wanted to, previous Wurkkos ones would flicker a little bit. This one does not. Way to go, Wurkkos.
Fucking neighborhood. Yeah, people, it's not my fault nowadays everybody could have a cell phone. Okay? So all it takes is for me to go outside the front door, around the block to the school down here, let's say, and my location is fully breached because people are on their phones taking photos of me. Because I'm that popular.
So you're not doing anything on your settings, you're not sharing anything?
I already have all of my notifications turned off.
Here we go, friends. Let's see. All right, 400 lumens. That is a very useful and nice 400 lumens. Now we're going to jump to 1000. Much, much better, but both are good thanks to this awesome emitter, the N3535 by God knows what company. I have looked up to find what I could, and as usual with the new Chinese emitters, I cannot find out much about them. W3535, I think it is, N35, I don't know, I'm not sure. But regardless, you get an awesome beam profile, a great ability to make out everything around you. People are criticizing the green tint, and what I have to say about that is it really doesn't matter because you can see things better. Everything around you much better because it has a more natural, neutral tint to it. It's how I interpret it. I am not put off by the green as I thought I would be from reading other reviews. And if you double click it, every 30 seconds or so, you're going to have to double click it to get it back up to high, because it rapidly steps down, which for a light of this size, I can somewhat understand. Are you going to use this on 1,000 lumens? I don't think so. Not very often. Look at this spill, folks. This emitter's got it going on. Look at how much you can see in the periphery. My God, that's incredible. That's just, I mean, honestly. So let's click it again to get it to step down back to 400 lumens. This is a regulated 400 lumens, and while it isn't, see, you still get killer throw. Neighbors are selling their house. Look at how impressive this is. So let's, we go to the Suburban and we want to look in it. Very impressive. And again, the outer ring there is the only really ugly aspect of the tint, but I love this emitter. I'm just going to tell you, I absolutely love this new 3535 emitter. I know they're putting them in more lights now. The dye is a round dye, which I don't think makes an actual difference with anything in terms of the beam, because the reflector determines the beam shape. But so what? I mean, it just looks good. The foliage looks good through this, and it's white enough. So honestly, I can't wait to jump up to higher, bigger lights. Man, it's a white cat. We call him Hobo because he's not really ours. He just likes to pretend that he is. So let's go to the street. Again, this is 400 lumens. We're not pushing out the big time. And this, if I remember right, it's 25,000 or 21,000 candela on the 400 lumen mode. So this is dang good, folks. For going around and doing simple tasks, this is an awesome amount of throw and light. Honestly, this is really, really, really good. And again, periphery, it's just killer. You're getting such good flood and throw. This is the perfect dye right here, the perfect LED. I don't know about perfect, but I'm really loving the hell out of this. I am loving the hell out of this. All right, here we go down the street. This is a 400 lumen. Let's jump back to 1,000. I've seen other reviews by reviewers that say it's not quite 1,000. It's like 850, 890, but who cares? Again, you're not gonna expect that you're gonna have much battery life or much heat resistance at this level. So the light has to be aggressive with step down. And of course, if you run it too long like this, you're only gonna get under an hour of power on a 14500, which catapults us into going over the mistakes of this light, what I think they could have done better. Number one, as you know, is to have a momentary on feature with a feature for quick activation in a tactical format. This, in my opinion, is wasted real estate. They have nothing here. They could have very easily had a tactical button and the ability to use it tactically, because it just begs to be. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, it's so easy to lose. I mean, it's just too small. They needed a belt clip, and they need, well, those are the big things. They're just too easy to get lost. It's just, this is a thing. Oh, and go to the 1850 form factor. So it has stepped down, you can see here, because we've had it on a while. Let's go back up. A lot of difference in light, but either way, you're getting so much light thrown out that it really does not matter. You still get a very good, let's take a walk. It just doesn't matter. Yes, just get rid of this 14500 form factor, because you really don't, the low capacity means you're gonna have to keep it on, using it on like a 10 lumen mode to get, if you wanted to take it with you and use it for a long time. So Wurkkos, good job here. What I would recommend you do is you go to have the same light in 18650 form factor with 2 switches, one with a tactical momentary, and you can even use the same size reflector. I would put a little more heat sinking and make it maybe just a touch bigger and get up to that 600, 700 meter throw, which would not be much at all with an emitter, tiny little guy like this is. Why not do that? What do you say, Wurkkos? Can you make those changes to it? And you would have, honestly, what could be called close to a perfect light. It needs to be just a little bit bigger because you don't want to lose the light. Plus, you need that extra capacity. A little extra throw is not going to hurt. We're supposed to get rain the next few days. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's really cold and crisp after the rain today. Perfect night for Beamshots. Now we're clicking it back up here. It's getting hot, but it's not. It really doesn't. It's just now to where it feels like holding a hot bowl of chili or soup. Let's go back down to 400 lumens just cause. See, 21,000 candela, whatever it is. It's a good amount of light. I mean, a good range for a pocket tactical worthy thing. Obviously, you got to remember to lock out this light because it will turn on in your pocket if you don't forget. It will. You'll find it on in your pocket. So here we are up into the street. There we go. Now that thing authoritatively throws down the end of the street and gives you 46,000 candela, which is a good amount of throw. Those of you who remember the early days of the XML throwers know that you'd have to have a big head. You'd have to have like a 63 millimeter head to kick you up to 46, 48 KCD. You just would. See, look at this. This is a lot of light. This is my favorite of the little throwers right now. Until something else comes out. It's my favorite of the throwers. Wurkkos, you did a really good job here. Let's go back up to turbo. Let's, for the hell of it, let's hold down and go to the really low mode. To me, I'm still not complaining. Let's jump up to, I think, 10 lumens, and then it's 120 lumens. Doesn't look like 120 lumens to me. Looks like about 80. I have a question about some of these lumens, but according to other reviewers, the light is a little under what it's spec'd to be. All right, now back to 400, allegedly 400 lumens. I think one reviewer said this is 392 lumens, and then 1050 or 890, whatever you believe. This light has more than sold itself on me. And again, I just wish there was more to hold on to. I'm probably going to put the lanyard on there and do some rubber bands just to give it more of a grip, because you guys know I like to do a grippy light. I like a cigar grip. I like to feel the light so that I don't lose them, because I have lost a number of them. Even recently, I lost my several of my Phoenixes. I don't know what the hell it is. It really is crazy. I do believe we're going to make this around the block. Yes, this emitter is quite brilliant, and with that small die, you get all of the command of range that you want. There's a flashlight name, Range Commander. I gotta get into this business. I got to get into this business. What do you think? Am I overly optimistic? Am I praising this too much? Am I too gung-ho about this this emitter here? What am I missing? Or am I right on target? Is this a light you want to get, you plan to buy, or no? I, for one, want to see much, much more of this emitter. Like I say, I just need them to give more of a form factor. I need to hold on to something. I need to see a good belt clip. I need to see more of a light, a little bit more meat, a little bit less bone. Other than that, Wurkkos did a good job. Thanks to them for sending this. And if you want you one, go ahead and send a follow my link in the notes. Y'all have a good night. Oh yeah, and Terrence here approves of this light.